What's going on, everybody? Dreamcast 84 here. Today we got Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes. Now, I am a fan. I played Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, mostly 2. I think we all know that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is just highly regarded for having their character roster. Doing this video is really timely because there is a new iteration. There's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite or something. It's not Ultimate, it's Infinite or something. And people are not playing it at like fighting conventions and stuff like that. And it's really kind of funny because I don't know. It's just there. People are complaining at the lack of characters, and there's no X-Men, and the gameplay mechanics are pretty solid, but it's just I don't know. Things feel empty or something. People are really voting with their wallets. Ever since Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out, I really started looking down on Capcom. That's what changed for me because I bought Marvel vs. Capcom 3 at retail at $60, and then they were trying to price gouge me with the DLC stuff, and then they released the Ultimate. It's I don't like Capcom for just treating me like a chump, for putting me through the ringer that way. So I like full games. That's why Marvel vs. Capcom 2 holds up better. This is Marvel vs. Capcom 1. How's it hold up against 2? Obviously, this one sets the foundation, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 builds on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's explore this game and see what is what is good about this game, and yeah, let's just talk about Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes. Capcom presents. All right. Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom is really kind of cool. As you can see, there's, two players. This is just like a arcade cabinet. I'm sure there was an arcade cabinet of this. But most people played this on consoles. I believe it was on PS1 and stuff like that. Arcade, see, it doesn't give you that many choices, but the choices are bangers, and there might be extra characters. See, people are really mad that Mega Man, how Capcom was treating their characters, how just they kind of put Mega Man on hiatus there for the longest time, and people who are a fan of Mega Man, that's just a slap in their face, and that's their fans. You can't just treat your fans like that, and they got their established characters from the Street Fighter series. They got the Darkstalkers, the Vampire Chronicles, Morgan. I have no idea who Captain Commando is, and John, I don't know. Everybody knows Spider-Man. Strider from the Strider series. I think that's a really interesting addition. Captain America. The Captain America movies were really cool. I didn't think Captain America was anything when I was a kid, but some of those movies were pretty cool. Venom. There's a Venom movie coming out with Tom Hardy as Venom. The trailer looks horrible, and it's produced by Sony, but I don't know. Let's see. I like Venom as a character. The Hulk. We all know about the Hulk. Wolverine. He's been in all of the Marvel vs. Capcom games, but he's not in this Infinite game. War Machine, yeah, that's Iron Man's buddy, but I don't know why Iron Man himself is not in this. You got Gambit. Gambit was really big in the X-Men arcade. A lot of people would pick him, and they would say that Gambit's his favorite character. I used to play as Nightcrawler, but then I saw the later Fox movies with Nightcrawler, and I'm like, I don't like Nightcrawler anymore. I think Strider's really cool as a character. I like Strider on Genesis. Oh yeah, you get to tag. The tag mechanisms and stuff with this game is really cool. I like the way that War Machine looks right now. Let's just do War Machine. Okay, I picked with the A button, and that switches character to blue. You can, hit different characters and change the costume color. Mode select. I'm gonna do easy. I'm a button masher, and I just don't care. And plus, I'm not playing against anybody. I really don't care. Oh, speed select turbo, man. Let's make it fast. You gotta go fast, Sonic the Hedgehog. No. Yeah, and I'm kind of excited to be talking to you right now because Capcom deserves a lot of hate right now. There was this Resident Evil game that was on the DS, and you could only play it one time, and you couldn't resell the game because of the old game save file. You couldn't delete it or something like that. And Capcom's just messing up, man, because they're resting on their laurels a little bit too much. They came out with a really good product with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but they introduced DLC in the worst kinds of ways. I'm seeing if I can tag. I think it's like down, back, one of the buttons or something. There's a way to tag. I don't know. If you are overwhelmed with the combat... Oh, look. That is so cool. That was a good way to end it, too. It reminds me of playing as Cable in the second game. The sprites and everything looks great. The colors just pop. The sound is adequate. It's just very upbeat. Okay, who are we going to be now? I was talking about Venom. And I guess I'll be Gambit. Yeah, with Capcom being just shady, man, I just don't like it. Hey, there's a Mega Man stage, because that's that Dr. Wily guy. If you're a fan of just Capcom in general, that's cool, because, hey, there's a ton of these Capcom versus SNK, Marvel versus Capcom games, Capcom's just used to be just so cool, and these games still are cool. They hold up. I am confused. Which character am I? Am I even playing? Huh. No, I'm on the right. That's why I'm confused. I hate playing against the same character, you know what I mean? Yeah, symbiotes, man. And it's just the weird stuff that happens when you pull off moves. It just makes you want to just pick up that controller and learn the moves. That's why people get so hardcore about these games, because these games are good. Fighting games are just really well put together, and they're classics. They hold up. And, the fact that, the Naomi hardware translates just arcade perfect. It's just, the Dreamcast is basically just an indoor arcade. It's just an arcade for your house. It's amazing. Fun, simple games. Simpler times. Okay, let's just do one more set of rounds. Let's soft reset. Okay, I'm going to pick Mega Man. Just because there was a Mega Man stage. And I selected A, and I kind of regret it because it came out pink. And I like Wolverine's moves because he does the Berserker Barrage. I used to play Marvel vs. Capcom 3 like crazy when that came out. I was a big fan of that game, but I'm not willing to just be price gouged like that. It's just disrespectful. Hey, it's that same metal stage there. When did Mega Man ever turn pink? I'm not a Mega Man I'm not knowledgeable in that series, but if you like platform games, man, the Mega Man games are pretty sweet. They're on Nintendo systems and stuff. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, stuff like that. Apparently, there's Mega Man X or something. Kind of makes me think of Sonic X. I don't know. I'm button mashing, as you can see. When it comes to triggering the other person to help you, I'm not sure how to do that yet. You can get assists, but you can't switch characters. Well, I can switch characters. I just did. Oh, that was awesome. Oh man, but I can't tell which one's me now. Okay, I'm on the right. Yeah. Berserker Barrage! Berserker Barrage! Wolverine was a big part of the 90s. People would just... it was just a phenomenon. Oh, I ended the way I wanted it to. Oh, that's so cool. Oh. What's up with those ghosts? So there you have it. I'm having a little bit of fun talking about Capcom and just kind of dogging on them because they deserve all of the vitriol that comes their way. You know, they can't just slap their customers in the face and not expect a backlash. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like a hateful, vengeful person, but if somebody or some company does me wrong, you know, I guess I'll forgive, but I won't forget. You know what I mean? You know, I'll forgive them for myself, and I'll just kind of like step to the side, like, okay, I'm doing me, but you do you over there. You know, this is Marvel vs. Capcom, Clash of the Superheroes. It makes me think of the old Saturn Capcom games. There was a string of good ones. There was like Children of the Atom or something. I used to have one for Sega Saturn. I don't have a Sega Saturn anymore because I just didn't play it. You know, I'm a Dreamcast guy. So I don't know. When it comes to rating this, I think that it's a good, solid little fighter. I think obviously Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is better. It's just a good go-to fighter. It's one that you pop into the system and just you know you're going to have a pretty good time. I want to say that I don't know. It's just a good little lineup. It's a good core group. It's if you want to know what's at the heart of Marvel vs. Capcom, it's this game because this is where it started off. And you know, I guess I'll give this one like an 8.5 just because it's a good game and everything, but it's got that, it's standing in the shadow of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's like, I don't know, maybe 8.5 is just a little bit too harsh, but it's not one of the first fighting games I'm gonna just grab, you know, because there's the second one and there's other just monumental games like Street Fighter Third Strike. That's a banger if there ever was one. So I'm going to give this one an 8.5. And do I recommend it? Yeah, sure. But there's, you know, other better fighters. Capcom knows where to get off. Just go. Capcom needs to come to Jesus moment or something, you know. But yeah, 8.5. I recommend just, you know, there's other fighters. Just keep that in mind. And thanks for watching.